Hi, welcome back to Maxima. We are here today with Nilou Moochhala to talk about installation that we have here at Maxima. Hi Nilou.
Hi.
She is local artist and resident of Arlington, and she is person behind IamARLINGTON project. Hi, how are
nice
you?
to be here.
Nice to have you here. Tell me about the project a little
Sure.
bit. How did you come up with an idea?
So last year I applied to the Massachusetts Cultural Council for a grant, and the local chapter is called the Arlington Cultural Council, and they've given me some funding to conduct this public art project in Arlington. And at that point I approached Maxima to see if they would be interested to install, this window project in some of their storefront space. And so we're here today, and last week we installed 2 of their windows right next to their entrance. This project basically came about from my desire to, give voice to the community, I would say. Here are an example of some of the cards that are up on this rack as well. And what I've done is basically create a series of questions that I've been sending around Arlington to different residents, third-generation families who've grown up here and were born in the same house that they live in now, new families who've lived here from anywhere from 1 year to 6 years, town administration, business folks, and just to get a sort of spectrum, and people from different economic and ethnic backgrounds, and to ask them how they feel about the town. Some of the questions have been, one word to describe Arlington. So some people said accessible, some people said enriching, some people said developing or home. So that was really interesting to see how people identified the space that they live in. And really the desire is to capture Arlington as it is in transition at this moment in time. And the idea of how people connect to their local community and their local space, which you don't think about on a daily basis, but you do live in this community and in a physical space, and that's always evolving, it's always dynamic, never static. So how do you capture that sort of feeling that these people have towards their particular space?
Can you tell us about the images, these old pictures of Arlington that some places we can recognize and other ones we have to look into and kind of try to recognize where they are?
Sure, this was really interesting. I went to the local history room in the Robbins Library, and they actually had just digitized this whole collection. It's the Arlington Historical Postcard Collection and Arlington Historical Photograph Collection. And the BPL actually had there's a digital Commonwealth program, and they had basically scanned in all these old postcards and images. And for example, this is a shot of an old trolley that used to run down Mass Ave, and it's called Arlington North Cambridge, and I guess it was used for commuting. I mean, we are talking, many decades ago. This is an old postcard of the Robbins Library, one of the old homes up in Arlington Heights. And of course the the Menotomy Indian in the gardens next to Town Hall. So I went online to this particular collection and found these beautiful images and thought that there has to be some way to bring it out into the public space, because they're hidden away. I mean, not many people have access to them because they are fragile, and this was a postcard project. It was a perfect match to be able to sort of re-engineer and reuse these postcards.
You matched them really well with some of the quotes,
yes.
and feelings that people have for Arlington.
And one really nice one is actually, this one is Spy Pond. And you can see there are a couple of people on a little boat. And then, of course, like the houses against Spy Pond on the other side. So that's really interesting. And interviewed a local resident there who's been here for 29 years now. And he said, something about that particular physical space, the natural spaces attracted him to living here. And another favorite of mine is this one, which, again, it was someone who's lived here for more than 20 years. But This is, the corner of Mass Ave and Medford Street, and it's a beautiful old hand-illustrated postcard. So I'm so happy I had the chance to reuse some of these visual images and, capture the sentiments of what the residents have to say today.
So can you tell us about your future plans about IamARLINGTON project? Any other venues that you
Well,
are
actually, this
thinking?
installation, thanks to Maxima,
Thank you. We are
is going
very
to-
happy to
is
have
going
you
to
here.
be up till mid-August. So hopefully, people will stop by and see it and come and buy some cards or not, or just, read them, or contact me if they want to participate in extended, part of this particular project. There is going to be another installation in the Robbins Library in the foyer area in October. And that's going to be more building a tower out of postcards rather than stringing postcards from the ceiling. This is more of a suspension that will be more of a build-up. So
Great.
a good theme with all the redevelopment going on Mass Ave in East Arlington.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yes, and hopefully that will happen around October sometime. Still looking for other venues, maybe even poster-sized versions of this in Town Hall one day. Who knows?
Thank you, Nilou, so much. Thank you very much
welcome.
for choosing Maxima to have your installation.
Definitely, and Maxima was very supportive since the beginning. Before I even submitted my proposal to the Arlington Cultural Commission, they gave me a letter and we kind of went into this, together. They had assured me that I would have a space to install my project in.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah, Nilou has been our customer. we are having a long history going
Yes.
way back, and we are grateful that you are here, very happy, and we invite the residents of Arlington to stop by the front of the store and take a look. Installation is going to be in our store until mid-August. We do have postcards sold as individual or as sets in the store. And again, I just want to thank residents of Arlington for supporting Maxima. We are part of Shop Arlington First community, and we encourage you always to stay in Arlington and shop in all wonderful stores Arlington has to offer. Thank you very much.